Time to talk more Lou Vincent. Andre Adams, great old mate of his, joins us. Andre, great to have you back on board, mate. Now, you played alongside Lou for New Zealand. You know, careers mirrored each other. You're in the team at the same time. This is fantastic news. About time, yeah?
Oh yeah, I mean it's sort of disproportionate to the crime. I think it was 11 life bans. Kind of feels a bit like ECB. We're either a little bit embarrassed or a bit petulant with their decision, but they made a mark in the sand, and Lou had to wear it. So it's nice to see that he's able to be back involved at some level.
Yeah, they say that they've revised the penalties so he can participate and be involved in cricket matches at or below domestic level. So still no involvement in international cricket, and not that he's probably ever going to be or wanted to be. Is this more symbolic, though, than anything else, just to take the weight off his shoulders?
Yeah, cricket's been a part of Lou's life forever. I can remember I was lucky enough to play cricket with him, not play cricket with him, but watch him play. And he played in my brother's under-14 team. And I just remember, he was exceptional then. He loved the game, and to have to be removed from, I guess, a fraternity, and you just can't be a part of it for so long. That's quite. I mean, it's nearly 10 years, isn't it? It's pretty much 10 years. It was 2014, so I mean that's a long time to be removed out of a game that you were part of it. And look, I get it. Absolutely, he committed a crime, and but he's done his time, and so it's nice that he's able to affect people at club level, because I actually feel like Louis still really has heaps to offer there. He's so infectious. Yeah, you've been around him. Once he gets back involved with kids, mate, like he made people around him love the game, especially the kids. He was the greatest at that. So he's obviously still very famous. Everyone knows who he is. If you look up videos on him, you can still see the way he played, the way he fielded, and his test debut was something that we should all remember.
Yeah, talk us through that. That was in Perth. We got 4 centuries that day, but to score a ton against Australia on your test debut, stuff all people can actually be part of that club.
Against that lineup as well. That was. I guess that was New Zealand's sort of coming of age in terms of, that. When we actually sort of felt like we could really start to compete, that team especially sort of, I feel like, laid the foundation for bigger things, and obviously the latest generation has gone on to do amazing things, to be World Test champions, but that effort of Louis, Adam, Nathan, and was it Flem?
It was
100 there.
Yeah.
That effort in Perth against Warne and Gillespie and Binger, Lee. Look, that's a really. I actually go back and watch every now and then because it's just such an amazing feat. But I think even just the way Louis played, Brett Lee bowling high heat with lots of bounce, and Glenn McGrath just sniping away the whole time. Shane Warne at the peak of his powers. And then he was dismissed. Was he dismissed in the second innings on 50 and didn't hit it? I think it was the second innings that he didn't hit it. But just the confidence he played with, the guy on debut, the confidence he fielded with. He sort of broke the shackles of just being a bland cricket. The Black Caps, not so much bland cricket, but there was obviously we had Nashi and we had Cairnsey and that. But for this young kid to come in and to just instantly be a hit, that really was sort of like a signal that there's more to New Zealand cricket than just you have to earn your stripes and go through it to be good.
2014, he got the lifetime ban, and as a result of his own actions, and he admitted all of that, he got caught and so forth. He wasn't the only one doing it at the time, though. Let's be honest about that. And there's a hell of a lot of people who got away with doing what he did.
I think he's also not the only one. He's not the last either. It's just the way the world works. Money talks. People get into difficult situations, and match fixing is an interesting scenario. For some people, it's about the money. For others, it's about being needed, about being important, and sort of some people can be low, feel like they've been left out, and they just want that opportunity, kind of in a state where they don't care about much. And when someone offers you that much money per game, it is very hard to turn down, and it's really easy to say, "Oh, I wouldn't do it." But when you start adding up, when you start adding up the sums of money, let's say it's 15,000 US a game at the time. That's 30k New Zealand at the time per game. You play 10 games. Actually, we played 20 games at the ICL. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, right.
So, and kind of. Look, I just think I'm not justifying it by any chance. But all I'm saying is that people are really quick to say I wouldn't do it, but they also don't have that opportunity. So it's just a situation where money talks. Lots of people are going to get caught in the future, and I hope that Lou's case really sets the sort of standard with, I came clean, I've done my time, I'm actually repentant, I'm genuinely sorry, I've rehabilitated and I've got something to offer. That really needs to be the way it gets done, but maybe not 10 years. I know that they want to be really hard on it, but they also have to be realistic. The life sentence doesn't stop people committing murder, and nor does a 10-year ban from the game doesn't stop people from taking the money.
Was it rife at the time in that league?
Look, it felt like it was, but I can't say hand on heart that I know who was doing it, or it felt like it was a great opportunity for match fixers, obviously, because it wasn't sanctioned, and we were sort of all, I guess, billed as the rebels.
That's right. Yeah.
Kind of felt like that rebel All Black tour, in terms of everyone hated us. The ICC sort of were under a lot of pressure, and the BCCI put a lot of people under pressure, a lot of governing bodies under pressure, actually. And I was playing county cricket at the time, and they were trying to stop us from playing county cricket outside of India.
Right.
It was just remarkable, mate. It was a scenario that was they were just so far reaching that they could do whatever they wanted, and everyone would bow down to them, obviously, because the BCCI pays the bills for most people. So it was a really interesting time. I think it was a great learning opportunity for a lot of people, not just those involved in the ICL, but actually those involved in governing bodies, to say what's right, what's wrong, and where does Australia trade start and stop.
Well, you're a good old mate of his. You sent him a message?
Oh yeah, so I sent a message. I wasn't expecting to hear back, just because, he's got a lot of good people around him. Joey Yogich and Stephen Pearson just really, they've done the hard work over the last sort of 10 years. Stevie P, for those who don't know, he's done a lot of real hard work in terms of, whenever Lou's been in a situation where he needed a friend, Stevie's jumped on a plane. He came over to England, actually, and stayed with me, and then we went up to see Lou at times when he needed support. And Joseph Yovich, who's taken a lot of stick over the years, mate, he's done some serious yards behind. He supports a lot of people, Joey, and no one knows what he does. He does a lot of work to help the cricket fraternity, to help his mates, to help people who need it. And those two guys have really stood up. The Players Association have been excellent. Heath Mills has really come to the party and helped out. Heath started this Players Association. I can remember sitting down with having a coffee with him in Melbourne back in 2002 when they were talking about it. And he's still there, he's still doing it. So massive thank you to those three guys in particular. It's been a long road for Louis, and he said let's chat next week. He had 300 plus messages come through, so he's got a lot of people to reply to.
The chin's back, mate. It's great news, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. It's nice to see him smiling. He's had a tough time. He's a human being, but Lou's a wonderful person, a wonderful mate, someone we consider family. So, it's great to see that he's getting a few wins now.